If you've played Xenosaga 3, chances are you've heard of something called Scientia. But what exactly is Scientia and what is their goal? Scientia is an anti-UMN underground resistance organization that felt a sense of danger in the world that relies solely on the UMN and investigated the darkness hiding within it as well as that of Vector Industries. The organization was founded more than 100 years ago prior to the events of Xenosaga 1 on Mictum, then known as Abraxas, by Melis Ortus in 4669 TC, little while after Xenosaga Pied Piper takes place. It has several million members and is part of the Galaxy Federation, but let's look more into where it all started. Many decades before the events of Saga 1, there was once an illegal organization that operated from a base on Abraxas called Veritas Liberabit Vos, an organization that conducted an anti-UMN resistance campaign and upheld the slogan, "The truth shall set you free." The name is thought to have been intended as a jab at the human race, which had lost sight of the truth after placing excessive amounts of faith in too much technology, starting with the UMN. The leader of the VLV was Alexei Tsiolkovsky. One of the members of the detachment in pursuit of the Voyager incidents was Melis Ortus. During the process of her investigation, she made contact with the VLV. Because of this, she was able to close in on Voyager's true identity. However, while pursuing Voyager due to an intervention with the upper levels of the Federation Police by none other than Dmitry Yuriev, the detachment members, beginning with Jan Sauer and Melis, were made out to be suspects of the incidents because of a legal anomaly in the investigation and were promptly arrested. Afterwards, Voyager became a testament, Jan took his own life, and after the chain of events had become publicly resolved, Melis was interrogated as a witness. Supposedly having sustained severe psychological trauma due to the incidents, Melis had no other choice but to spend several years at a medical treatment facility. After she eventually was released, Melis returned to the VLV and formed a resistance group against the UMN that was organized all throughout the galaxy. This resistance group is what we know as Scientia. Fast forward to the time period of Xenosaga, and Scientia is still intact, and one of the most prominent members is Doctus. Doctus is an agent of Scientia who chiefly is responsible for directing infiltration and combat units. She carries out her missions in a calm and collected manner. Her body is a remote control type android operated wirelessly by the real Doctus by projecting her consciousness into its artificial brain to manipulate the body, allowing Doctus to conduct missions in safety without physically being harmed. Although her real location is top secret information even within the ranks of Scientia itself, and is only known by a select few of the higher-ups within the organization. Doctus is a very important character as she continues to aid Xion in her investigation into Vector after Xion had left Vector and joined Scientia. Now that we know what Scientia is and where they came from, what exactly is their purpose? What do they aim to achieve? Well, Scientia's aim is for the construction of a new network that links the imaginary and real number domains and utilizes both sides in a balanced manner. This is what they consider to be the form of the true world. And Scientia advocates that there is danger in a network that precisely solely relies on the imaginary number domain, which is what the UMN is based on.
Miyuki, keep watch. Kanan, please start the data backup.
I'm already on it. Don't screw up, now that we've made it this far.
I know. But will this really expose Vector's crimes?
Miyuki, do you understand what this UMN really is?
It's a wide area network system or something, right?
A wide area information network system with non-local connections. Its characteristics enable warp travel and light-speed communication.
An exemplary answer. But do you think that's really all there is to it?
What do you mean?
A wide area network that connects our star cluster. But who built it and when? Who established the gate jump columns? For that matter, what division of Vector even handles the base theory development?
It's,
Exactly. No one knows, because no one established it or built it. It was already there. We just use it as if we invented it.
That's nothing more than your own conjecture. I'll give you credit for your vivid imagination, but you have no proof.
He's right. Don't you think you're jumping to conclusions?
I hope so. If I'm wrong, everyone can live in peace. But we need to make sure. We need to know what they intend to accomplish with the UMN. What their ultimate goal is.
Despite everything, much of Scientia's activities are still left ambiguous. Although their technological capability is high, it hasn't yet led to any construction of an ideal network environment that would replace the UMN. After Chaos, Nephilim, and Abel made the domain shift, and after the collective unconscious could no longer be used as the infrastructure of the UMN, in order to construct a new network for future ages, Scientia cooperated with Momo and the Federation government and began the construction of a new network. The success or failure of the construction of this new network may perhaps hold the key to whether or not Shion and the others can find their way to Lost Jerusalem.